completeness. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. Thank you for calling yourself crypto lifers and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Let's get those headphones on. We'll get the lemon water made. We'll get the honey. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it live like we do every single day, baby. Without a break, you see this man every day. Are you sick of me? Are you sick of me? Are you sick of this man every single day? Some of you might see me more than you see your wife. If you have a fight that week, you'd be like, oh, I saw the lifer more than my wife. Shout out to everyone here. Which one? I think we could kind of go crazy, right, with it? Have some fun with it. Like, you don't always have to be by the book, you know? What I like about this one, there's a little white in it. So the white connects. White connects. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Let's get into it. Let's have a blast. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Gonna bring that music down a little bit for your listening pleasure, but we'll still have it in that background for you, kicking it. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Why I believe it's a bad idea to leave cryptocurrency right now. Yeah, doesn't mean I'm not gonna short Bitcoin for the day, but I think it's a bad idea to short, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would never leave cryptocurrency at the moment, not in the adoption phase here, not what we see the movement, because you're going to be able to get things cheaper than you realize, and you don't know. It might be 1 month, it might be the end of January, it might be mid-February, but if you leave crypto, you're not going to know when it is, and I'm telling you right now, just even for insurance, and I know, but for insurance to stay in my group for $99 a month is going to help you find that bottom. When the bottom comes, I am going to find it. I'm telling you, I found it on 30K. I found it at 40K. How am I able to find the bottom? Because I sniff through bigger time frames and smaller time frames, and when they coincide, I'm able to lock it in, and we're getting closer to my quote-unquote bottom, but, I'm not calling it yet. I can't call it yet because there's indications that we could see some more downside. So I'm waiting for my system to eventually give me the full-blown, hey, it's time to deploy big money into the market. I'm going to let you all know, too. That's the thing about this channel. The last time at 40K, I said I'm all in. And I made a video while I was all in. The video was 40 seconds long, explaining how I was going to long. I mean, granted, that became a bigger trade. I also went all in at 32,400. I said, guys, I'm going all, and I didn't go all in. I put half my savings, but to me, that's all in. Like, that's a big, like right now, I'm not going all in. Last week, I didn't go all in, right? But soon, there's a chance that I start, I'll tell you what, I am DCAing because I've learned my lesson. I've missed the chance to buy Bitcoin before when it was super, 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 super cheap. And I don't want to miss those times again. I don't want to, I want to take advantage every single time. And right here, we're in extreme fear. I have to buy at least $500 to $1,000 of Bitcoin every few days whenever Bitcoin's in extreme fear. Even my wife gets upset. She's like, you're putting more money in the market. And I look at her in the face and I said, listen, I got us here. I will get us to the next pedestal. There's going to be levels to this. And I will continue to accumulate Bitcoin whenever the fear and greed index is in these levels. Okay? Bring it down to 10. Bring it down to 11, baby. Oof. That's like a holiday party for me because that's how I got where I'm at. I think back and I'm like, how did I quit my job? How do I amass, a little bit of wealth for what was to me a lot, I'm not trying to brag. Everyone else probably laugh at me for what I have. But for me, it was what I had, way more than I would have ever made working. And I said, I did it buying Bitcoin throughout the bear market when this fear and greed index was all the way at, 10 and 11. Shout out to all my lifers doing damage out here. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on into the live. Thank you for calling yourself crypto lifers. We are crypto lifers. Crypto is life. We know there's nothing else because they've been stealing our value behind our backs since day one with the banking cartel system. Nothing like pure water, man. I'm telling you right now. And the balance of water and honey. Honey and lemon water. Raw honey from the Island Bee Company out of Martha's Vineyard. Shout out to the Island Bee Company out of Martha's Vineyard. I'm shouting you guys out every single day. I hope you send me some honey. So, check it out. And if you don't send me some honey, it's fine. I'll support you guys and keep buying your honey. Because I like it. And it's good honey. You know. Good honey, baby. Good honey. So there's your fear and greed index on the macro scale. To this day, maybe it'll be the first time. But if I've bought in here and I've held for over 2 to 3 years, it's never hurt me. I've only multiplied my savings by a lot. By a lot. So here, I'm looking at a Bitcoin short. I don't want to waste your time. I'm looking at a Bitcoin short. Look, it's ready to pop on the 1 hour and a beautiful flag. I mean, if this was a bull flag, if this is Bitcoin, you'd be all over it. Say you wouldn't be. So I'm looking at this very, very closely. A short on Bitcoin. Not saying it's going to last a long time as the 4 hour is overbought. See this? See, I think it's coming up for one more top and then we're done. That's also going to coincide with the 1 hour, giving it a nice little pump, and we're done. You know, might even get to halfway to the target 141, but I'm looking at a possible short for Bitcoin. Not guaranteed, but it's highly likely, right? Look, the percentages are in our favor. Falling wedge flag, 68% chance of break to the upside. MACD is falling off, right? We have falling volume with falling price, suggests we will have a reversal, right? RSI is in a falling wedge, close to 0 or at least below 50. It's at 50 on the dot, right? So it's at my exact okay place. And it is in a falling wedge. Okay. And the stochastics RSI below the dotted line. I mean, everything that I go for before I go in for a trade is there. You know? Moving averages were tight and starting to gain, they're far apart a little bit, but they still got movement. They're not like up. And we don't see the 21 really getting that extension, right? Price is below the 21 in between the minutia, right? You don't get out until price is far away from the 21-day moving average on the 1 hour anyway. So everything looks like a go-go to me for the short on Bitcoin. I'd hate to say it, but and again, I could be wrong. But my system's pretty accurate. And honestly, it's not me. What I want to say is I back-tested everything that I saw on the charts, and then I wrote it down, and then I waited for those things to occur patiently. And then I have a checklist to make sure they're all there. If they're there, then I go for the trade. If they're not, then I don't go for the trade. It's quite simple, all right? And once you develop a trading system, stick to your system. It's that simple. Just stick to your system, okay? I look for divergence, and then I look for divergence as well. So once I see this, I'm like, okay, cool. Now I do my zoom in, which already kind of occurred here. I think I already looked for it on a smaller time frame. Yeah, I mean, right there was the divergence here, slight. There's slight. It's class C or B, because swing down to swing down. That does swing down, but not half as sharp. Tells you that could be a bit of a bottom. However, I don't go hard on divergence on these indicators. These are pegged assets, that could go up or down. They oscillate compared to Bitcoin, but they also I don't take them like I would take a trading, an actual asset. And I only trade this for a few hours at a time, no more than a day. I don't even like to trade it more than 5 to 6 hours at a time, to be dead honest. I'm going to trade the 15-minute, wait for it to come to the downside, down here. Then I would enter the trade. So again, I don't think the entry is happening now, but I'm looking at it closely on the 15-minute. Okay. Is an inverted head and shoulder forming, possible right shoulder there. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? And I project these things before they happen. And that's why I use multiple time frames. See how I'm using the smaller time frame to zoom in. but I saw the trade on a bigger time frame. I make sure the trade looks valid on the 1 hour and I enter on the 15 minute. If the 4 hour looks valid, I enter on the 1 hour. If the daily looks valid, I enter on the 4 hour. Sometimes the daily looks valid, I wait for the 4 hour to be valid, then I wait for the 1 hour to be valid, then I enter on the 15 minute. But it's a daily trade. I'm just perfecting my entry all the way down the line by backing out through my alert backward system, something that I could teach you if you would like to take my advanced course coming out next week. Another thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to do beta for 3 weeks in the advanced course, and then 2022 it'll be releasing. One thing I want to talk about and keep you guys updated too as well is this. Today I have a beginner's course. I highly suggest you jump on in, especially at these times. The market could get lower and lower, and soon the best prices will be adhered. Now, through my system and what I teach, you'll be far more confident in taking advantage of the bottoms. But if you don't know what's going on, you're going to have no idea how to read the charts and how to take advantage of these situations. So, the best times are upon us. I'll give you the knowledge to be able to take advantage of the best times for yourself, and only for $99. That's today at 3 o'clock from 3 to 5. I highly suggest you jump on in. Okay? I highly suggest. It wasn't available to me when I was out here in these mean streets of crypto, and it's available to you now. I would definitely jump on in. So, just something I got to talk about. Okay. Moving forward. So, there's a short for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at actual Bitcoin. Why I believe there could be a short for Bitcoin in the first place. And yep. So again, I don't waste your time. You come to the channel, you spend 5 minutes, you already see exactly what I'm looking at, exactly what's going down, exactly what's in my mind. This is the crypto lifer. An experience like no other. You feel like you know me. You feel like you've been with me your whole life. You feel like you're like, you know what? That dude, because I am you and you are me and we are one, and I've been through so much in my life. And I've met so many people that I've gotten to be actually to realize, you know, that we're all, I know it's going to sound corny, but we're all God's children, every one of us. And we're all special and interesting. And everyone I've met, even when I meet someone and I think, oh, I'm not going to like this person, next thing you know, they're the most interesting person I've ever met. And, you know, it's so cool when that happens. Okay? So check it out. We're in this channel. And I've called this, you know, you can call it, these are complex inverted head and shoulders. A complex inverted head and shoulder is when you have multiple areas on the right, multiple areas on the left, you know, like multiple shoulders, possible, definitely a possibility here, a complex inverted head and shoulders. So, and a break to the upside. What we're seeing though is a break back above this region. When we got rejected quickly, that was sad. We came up quickly and rejection at 48, basically 47.9, like no way. And look, 200-day moving average. Okay. So we're looking for a bounce. We're looking for support, right? We do see support. We're at 46,300. And then down here at 46K, right? Where we bounced right there. Now, some divergence there as well. But again, we continuously are in a big downtrend. All right? You can't lie to yourself and say you're not in a downtrend. I just want to keep repeating this. And I'm not a bear and I'm not a bull. I'm Bitcoin maxi. I believe in the long run, how could an asset that this scarce not prevail over a forever printable economy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what they're doing in the economy, and it's forever printable. And so I don't see how a scarce asset cannot win in these times. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 119 people, 123 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on in. Once you watch, you'll come back daily. Crypto Lifer definitely wants us all to learn and succeed. This is his way of giving back. the Phantom chart, please. And here we are. I'm going to jump on into the chat. What up, Bullzilla fam? Shout out to Josh Holden. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to Bullzilla. Shout out to the Bullzilla team. Shout out to my man. Spreading the word on the channel on a Crypto FB chat. Newcomers incoming. Shout out to Kenneth Ng. My dude, thank you. We love seeing you every day, man. Shout out to Sam B. Up in the spot. 42K is possible. Is possible. Phantom chart. It's an amazing course. And even if you have been in crypto for a little bit, you will learn a lot. Shout out to Chrissy Fouts. Thank you. Super chat for TrueFi. Where was that super chat? Let me see it. There we go. Tori McFarland for a $2 super chat. Can we look at TrueFi today? Just hit Crow. We'll take a look at TrueFi right away for you, good sir. Thank you. But we're working on Bitcoin right now. We're working on Bitcoin. We'll go back and forth. We'll keep it moving. That'll keep you locked in. So we'll be working on Bitcoin and we'll go back in and out. That'll keep you locked in. It's a good idea. It's like commercials in between the Bitcoin. You're like, but I got to find out what he's saying about Bitcoin, though. We're going to take a look at coin market cap and take a look at TrueFi there. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I've looked at it before. It's not coming up quickly on my trading view. Oh, yeah, it's true. That's why it's not TrueFi. I remember this now. I think it would have come up as true, though, when I was there. Wow, this thing is down in the dumps at 26 cents. Wow, bleeding to the downside, huh? Wow. Wow. Let's see, there might be more on the Binance chart here. There is the... formed somewhat of a pennant and broke the 200-day moving average to the downside. Interesting. First thing you got to do is put in your support and resistance lines. Okay? On the daily time frame, a big time frame. Okay, you want to get a sense of what's happening and what has happened. A bottom and a top here. It seemed like we bottomed here at 11 cents. Went to a high of $1. Nice 10x there, about a 9x. Came back down to bounce off the 200 on the 40. Bounce, bounce, bounce. If you pull the fib, there's almost no need because I can see it's an 886 retracement off the top of my head. See, look right there. 886. How did I know that? Because I know how much 88% is. Look, if that's 1 and that's 100, it's about 90%, right? I mean, it was spot on. So 88% retrace. Sometimes you don't have to pull a fib. You can to see the other levels, though. And look, they faked us out of the golden pocket. It looked like accumulation right here for sure. Look at right there. It's accumulation inside the 0.6 and the 0.618 and the 0.65. Bounced twice with a nice double bottom. 200-day moving average. And it fell through the pattern. Now you're in a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. You have gone all the way to the 886 Fibonacci retracement, which is the healthiest, usually the lowest level retracement you can have. Doesn't mean it can't go lower all the way back down to a double bottom here. So sketchy business. It wouldn't be my play, I'll be honest. Good luck to everyone who's in it. I don't mean to be rude. I hope you find your way out if you're still in it. Looking for that divergence too as well. I mean, you could check it out here on the 1 hour and see if you're getting the divergence. And you have a little bit here because you got swing down to swing down. And then you have a bit of a flat zone here. Do you not? You do. So, exciting times ahead, right? Possibly. Slight bullish divergence there. And we clean up this falling wedge. But again, no guarantees this won't continue to go down, right? And the market's a little sketchy. You're oversold in the 1 hour as well, overbought, I mean. And the 4 hour does want to come to your upside. And the daily wants to come up. But we were there before here and here. And we're in a downtrend with Bitcoin, honestly. And until Bitcoin can get out of the downtrend, most coins are going to get dragged down with Bitcoin. I just got to give it to you the way it is. But there's true for you on the line. I can't really give you much You know, there are signs of bullishness, but to me, levels that it has to cross, like it's got to get back above this fib. And it's got to get back above, you know, between 30 and 31 cents. Even the macro area here at about, you know, the micro, the bigger, smaller part here of this bigger area over 34.97. So until I see, you know, a candle close above 30, 34 area, I really don't have a lot of confluence in this move. But there is a 68% chance we could break out. You are oversold on the daily time frame. And you do want to push to the upside, but, you know, and you've touched, you know, you've 1, 2, 3 touches on the bottom trend line. We could see reversal in the whole market. Anything is possible. We're waiting on Bitcoin to rumble. Slight divergence here too, even on the daily, because this is flatter than the original downtrend, right? So slight hidden bullish too. If you look at the bigger picture here, like look at the 3-day. This, and what I mean by this is this kind of swings to the upside. Not really, because you'd have to take this swing, in my humble opinion. Yeah. Slight, though. I don't know. No, I'm not going to call there. Leaving that alone on that one. So there's TrueFi. Let's jump back in to BTC. Okay, so Bitcoin. Could it be making a giant inverted head and shoulder? It's possible. It's possible. Is it making a right shoulder here? It's possible, right? We're watching the 50-minute closely because we want to see how it reacts to price action, okay? It just boomed up off the bottom here from 46.9 back to 47.4, but that just could be rejection. And honestly, it could be doing the opposite here, shoulder, head, and shoulder. Making a head and shoulder to the downside. Also, this is a bear flag, even a rising wedge. Both of them suggest falling, you know, a 68% chance of a break to the downside. Now, Bitcoin loves to break out of bear pennants, bear flags, but if not, the smaller measure move is 44.9. The bigger measure move is down here to 43,800. So that is what we're looking at. The 1 hour suggests we do get a bit of a dump here. All right, so we got to make it through the 1 hour. We got to get through this tough period. I'll set an alert down here. How low can we go before we recover? You know, best case scenario, we continue sideways when we come down here. If we go sideways when we come down here, there's a better chance that we go to the upside. So in 3 to 4 hours, I'll be able to tell by my system if we're more bullish than bearish based on how this fills out. And that's why I love my projection with my alerts on the stochastics, and that's the advanced class. If you want to jump on into that next week, it's going to blow your mind. If you've taken my other classes, the advanced class is probably just going to just take you to the next level of understanding, and you're going to have a way to track price all the time on any asset for the rest of your life with an alert system that will tell you what's going on. So you can set the alert, you can walk away, and not every time, but about 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times for me, I'm having wonderful results. You know, of course the price can do whatever it wants. Of course the market maker can shift you. You can be high on this oscillator and just boom, out of nowhere. And remember, momentum occurs up in these top areas. When you're up here, there could be bigger moves. It doesn't mean it's over. There's extensions here and there's bigger moves. 9 out of 10 times, it's an extension. What I mean by that is this oscillator, the stochastics RSI, is telling you when the price is extended. When the price normally, and what I always tell people is don't listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. After you take a lesson from me, backtest everything I taught you. Like, oh, he said that inverted head and shoulders break to the upside. This guy's so full of nonsense. You know, so go find him. Find inverted head and shoulders and see what I'm talking about. And be like, did they break up? And be like, well, here's one kind of, you know, here's like a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. There's one right there. And you're like, by golly gee, oh my, I think this man was right. Like, I pass away one day, you'll see what I taught you if you're younger than me. Like, I've taught some guys 20, you know, 22 years old. Hopefully I'll pass away at 90. They'll be 70 or 100. They'll be 80. And they'll be like, man, everything that man taught me was spot on. Like it's all in the charts. I just took it from the charts. Everything I teach you, I took from the charts. You know? I call these things these drunken cup and handles. Or just cup and handles, but they're slight, you know? Look at the cup and handle there. I'll teach you how to find this stuff. I'll teach you. And look at that. Look at it. It went the exact length. It's just nuts. How did I find that? I know I go to the lowest wick on that cup to the highest wick. I call skill in it. This is my skill. See, everyone else is taught to do this. To go from here to here. Find your bottom and come down here. Swing it up. And that's how high the cup will go. Meh. That's what they'll teach you. Like, you know. But I found my own system and my own way. Like one day I just started being like, you know what? Let me just see if that's the length. I don't know what made me do it. And I hit it. And then I hit another one. And another one. And another one. And then it got to the point where I was like, oh, I think I got something here, man. I think I got my own little swing swam, you know. And then I was like, oh, this is what the algorithms are doing. And then I figured out whenever there's an algorithm around, you know, an algo doing its thing, a bot, right? It's basically finding the wick to the wick area when it wants to do, it likes to find wick to wick when it finds its measured moves. I've just learned that. Like if you wanted to find this measured move that we would do to break out of this, like you could, you know, likely take this wick all the way to that wick and swing it up here, and that would be your measured move. And I've been back testing these theories out too for a long time. Hey, Lifer, TA on Metaverse Pro, my man, stuck on that Metaverse Pro, my dude. Shout out to the team. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Welcome in class. Did you hit that like button? Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Who wants money? I'm a lifer. Are you? Hello, my fellow lifetimers. Doge pumped hard due to Elon's twit. I know, isn't that funny? Yo, dude, shout out to Big Jim up in the spot. Love that. My dad's Big Jim. Now forming bull flag on the 1 hour. Where are all my lifers? The term lifer is one of I heard before this channel. So it was weird how it spoke to me. Fingbook. Yes, of course. VR headset. Oculus. Check. Which privacy coins to stake? Anyone you need. USDC is nice. Tether. TUSD is beautiful. Musk too loud, Sam. This guy, man. Only for the old man. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. You were the class clown. You told me yourself, so I had to do it, man. I love you, though. You know that. I only pick on those I really, really love, man. Spinny, man. Spinny. One day we're going to take the city down, man. Me and you, Spinny. We're going to run around town and have a blast. We'll go bowling, though, and we'll have coffee. We'll do it the right way. I'm a new member. Where is class today? Class? We're going to talk about class. Oh, he's asking about class, so I don't want to ruin the live. We're still going over Bitcoin here. We're not done yet by any means, right? But beginner's course is today, every Tuesday from 3 to 5 Eastern time. That's New York City time. A 2-hour beginner's course, crypto trading course. Learn proper risk management, entering a trade checklist, calculating a stop loss, and way more. Get a beautiful PowerPoint that I created for myself to trade that you get to take home. Also get 2 charts to help you to print out on your desk to use and get you going. This is going to get you motivated, get you in charge, and get going, basically. I'm going to teach you what the RSI is, MACD, what the moving average convergence and divergence is, what the stochastics RSI is, how they interact together, how to use them in conjunction with the longer time frames, bigger time frames, and show you what I'm doing here on the charts. If that blows your mind, give you a 9-point checklist and more. Come on into the beginner's course today from 3 to 5. It'll blow your mind. I can't wait to teach it. I love who I meet and how much fun we have at the end every single time. So jump on in to the Crypto Lifer Beginner's Course today from 3 to 5 New York City time, and let's get back in to Bitcoin for what you're here for. Okay, so we could stay in this channel. As a pattern trader, we stay in channels until we do not. So I say, hey, we stay in this channel until we do not stay in this channel, right? It is forming a bit of a rising wedge, in my humble opinion. Faked out, came back into the pattern. Why do I do the fake out? Because look, touch. I always lose this funny analogy. 5 people in the car, 2 people want pizza, 3 people want burgers. You're going to have to get burgers because it's just that one person creates the majority. It's just what happens. And so because of that, whenever I'm thinking about pattern trading, I'm like, well, 1 guy poked out, but 4 guys all sat in. So to me, the pattern is these 4 guys, not this 1 guy. And you could open it up, and that still works. You could open it up, and that does make you range bound. And either one is valid. You know, a lot of people say, hey, you can't omit. Don't omit that head. And I'm okay. I also agree with that on when I'm teaching too. So this is a rising wedge though, right? Even in my opinion, it's a bear flag. Why? Because if I were to flip this upside down, it looks just like a bull flag to me that I would definitely play to the upside. I would take the length of this pole, and remember, grab those wicks. The algos and the bots, they go for those. They grab the wicks too. Trust me. Bring it a little lower. But still, you know, conservative target and the bigger target. Conservative target maybe to 44.9 and 43.9. You see? We're upside down. Remember that. So check it out. I know I blew your mind right there. You're like, what does he mean? How could it go up if the price is going down? He's crazy. I am that crazy. But I knew what I was doing at that one time. That time I did. That time I got it. All right, so check it out. So you got to, if you're going to play something one way, you got to play it the other way. You cannot lie to yourself. And, you know, you can't. So, and again, let's talk. Let's talk. I hate to say it, but it's an inverted cup and handle. Inverted cup and handle, is it not? Oh, God, my own sauce against me. And this is where it gets serious. This is where it gets serious. It is a dreadful inverted cup and handle. See that? Bigger target is 41,800. Almost 42K. So we've played the head and shoulder many times the other way. I mean, the cup and handle. Who's to say we can't have a cup and handle this way? You know. Again, I'm not guaranteeing any of this. I'm just showing you the possibilities that you won't see on any other channel. Like, highly unlikely you're going to see this inverted cup and handle on another channel. It's just highly unlikely, okay? So check it out. I'm not saying it's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely. So, 1 hour is high, rejecting back down. That will complete the right shoulder. So we're seeing some bearish tones, and I have a short coming, right? Watching this, you know, I don't see how much more we get out of the 15-minute, and then the 15-minute is going to be oversold. We might even be coming back down again. We might even be making that head right now, that right shoulder right now. So caution for Bitcoin. Multiple bearish tones. Look, a bearish flag, a head and shoulder, an inverted cup and handle. Like, I don't know what else I could. I'm not trying to be a bearer of bear news. I always say that. I'm not trying to be a bearer of bear news. Just like this cup and handle broke up. This cup and handle, like, price doesn't care what way you're looking at it. If you're upside down, if you're flip-flopping, price doesn't care. Sad to say, but that looks very bullish to me if we were in a bullish tone, right? We would play this bullishly as a group, would we not? Put a 1 here if you would play this bullishly. If I didn't tell you what the chart was, and I showed you this, put a 1 or a 2. Put a 1, put a 2 if you said you're not sure. Put a 1. Let me know in the comment section what you would do if you saw this. If you didn't know what it was, but you saw this pattern. After all your training, after everything you guys know in my class. This channel is hands down the best on YouTube. Hot coins, the vibe, the knowledge of everything crypto. There's a 1 there, right? There's a 1 there. There's a 1 there. There's a 1 there. You would play this bullishly. You would play this bullishly. I know I would play this so bullishly, right? So when I see these things, right, it starts to make sense. And can we get the likes up to the watchers? Remember, yesterday we got 350 people in here, and why we did it is because you 200 beautiful people hit the 100 beautiful like buttons. You know what I'm saying? It got us to 200, which got more people into the stream. So you made my life a blessing yesterday. Can you make my life a blessing today? See as a group if you can do what you did yesterday. I would be so blessed and so happy. Thank you so much. So let's flip the chart back upside down, and let's get real. And let's realize that 41.8 is on the cards. 43.7 is on the cards. You know? And these are on the cards. At the very least, the smaller target of this head and shoulder is also to the downside. Something like this. Down to 46K. Back down to 46 even about. So, do I even have to say it? Will 47K hold? I mean, it's a very weak, look, support, resistance, 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 resistance. We're right at that zone right now. 47.2. We break that zone because that was resistance and resistance and resistance. We break that zone. It's highly likely we just come right back down to here. And so, again, the short to me looks more likely than anything else on the radar. And the short would already be slightly in profit right now at 47.1. All right. Now, the 15-minute can do one of two things. It can come down or it can keep going up. So we could get just the sideways action here. And then the dump. Because then the 15-minute will get oversold, overbought, just like the 1 hour. Right? Once those complete, then you're oversold in the 4 hour. And the 1 hour. And the daily. And the 3-day. And the weekly. And things start to look up here. So maybe this is one more shakeout. One more shakeout. Hopefully. And you never know. So there's signs of life as well as I'm bearish overall, right? And we'll go from here. And we'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And, to my Patrons, I'm in there every hour, every other hour, updating you, keeping you going, keeping you up to speed with what's happening in Bitcoin. So what do you pay for? You pay for basically a constant update on Bitcoin so you can get the market handed to you if you're working, if you're busy, if you have 3 kids and you're babysitting all day, if you're running around, you get an alert. You run to your phone for a quick second. Hey, honey, hold on. Play with this toy. If you're babysitting. And you look at your quickly, your Telegram app, and everything is delivered right to you beautifully. So jump on into the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. So that's Bitcoin. A short for Bitcoin looks tasty. All right. So then how do you do it? We've gone over this many times, but you know what? When I was new, I needed to go over this stuff 100 times over. So it's all about the down tokens. I created a down tokens leverage list here. You got TRX down, right? Look, 15-minute wants to bend down. Actually, wow, altcoins may be flipping a little bit. So that's interesting. This actually wants to pounce. This is looking opposite. Well, take a look at the total market cap. And even that is showing signs of bearishness on the 1 hour, at least for today. The Patreon keeps me up to date on everything crypto, even working 65 hours a week. Insane. And I have 3 jobs, he says. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Smash the like button. Did you not hit the like button? Anyone that says otherwise are lying to themselves. The money's coming. The channel is hands down the best TA on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But dang, has this channel given me inspiration, motivation, and painted me a clearer picture on how the game is played and how to stay profitable. Shout out to David Patrick. Appreciate you for saying that. Came through and smashed that like real quick. Shout out to Craze Trades. Musk keeping money in Doge. Good for Doge. Yeah, we'll talk about Musk's chat for Doge. Let's take a look at Meta Hero real quick. Meta Hero or Metaverse. Metaverse Pro. Always going here, making sure I'm going to the right contract address, letting this page do its thing, copying the address, flipping on over to PooCoin, and pasting it on in there. Metaverse Pro, baby. Metaverse Pro. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in. So this is what we looked at before, remember? Ideas. Look, it finally is starting to save. I can hit the save button. It's so cool. And so we can see my previous work on Metaverse Pro, and we're hanging in there. Starting to break on out. But we desperately need to get above this 292 level to be taken seriously on this run. Bit of a double bottom here forming. Slightly lower bottom, but still, yes, a double bottom has formed. It's a good sign, right? If you were to flip this upside down, that would be a bearish double top. So, and a bit of a cup and handle still in there, still going. I've seen on an elongated handle like that. And so, yes, but again, we got to get above certain levels. The 4 hour is overbought now, needs to come on down. So I I don't see fireworks coming right now. I'd give it at least a day or two before I'd see something. And again, Bitcoin drops could take this thing all the way back down to 157. So anything could happen. I'd be watching Bitcoin very, very closely. It'll affect any one of your coins if it makes a big enough move. I'm telling you right now. But that's Metaverse Pro in a nutshell. Still hanging in there, right? We pull the Fibonacci. We can do that too and let that kind of hang on out. Right now we're hanging on the 786. The 706 would be something right here. And we also need to get above that as well. So, Justin Keylor, you're the man, dude. Appreciate you. So that's Metaverse Pro. Likey the like button. Like the likey button. Thank you so much for saying that. Appreciate you for coming on into the live. Joe for the 199. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, dude. So nice of you. So nice of you. So nice of you, man. When people give, it's amazing. Look at the divergence on Market Cipher. And look at this. Justin Keylor, as his name goes across the screen, and he throws some tip in the jar. Ooh, a little tip in the jar. Thank you, Justin Keylor, for the $9.99. Let's get it. He says, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. That's the way to be. That's the way to be. Shout out to you, my friend. And I appreciate your energy and your spirit and your love and your contribution. Getting a sip of the tip jar. I bet you never saw someone sip a tip jar in the metaverse. I just did. And I just knew today was going to be a thirsty day. So I just poured extra water. I don't know why I knew it, but I had that feeling I was going to need that extra water today. Now today's entire channel, the crux of today's channel, because every show has a crux. The crux of today's channel is why leaving crypto right now is the worst thing you can do. Even if there is some more downside, you want to watch it and you want to learn how to find bottoms. You want to learn how to use this time to your advantage. You only get these a few times here, like there was, we have corrections and then you find the bottom. We had one a few months back. We'll have, and when you finally get these bottoms, you see them, you learn from them. And there's so much to learn from this time period, from these areas. To be a true trader is to be able to buy the bottoms and sell the tops, right? I mean, that's what everybody would love to do. It's a dream, because that means you would be a wealthy person, would you not? So how do you do that? Well, you got to have to live through a bottom or two. You have to actually have the experience of what a bottom is and to feel it and to know it and to be there inside of it. And until you do that, you'll miss out on some of the greatest information a trader will ever know. And it's funny, I was watching two traders talk the other day, and you can watch me all you want, but until you gain your own level, your own sense, your own feel for the market and for how you trade, which will come with time. Nothing substitutes time in the market. And a guy was saying that the other day. Nothing substitutes time in the market. So, can total bounce off these areas? We're sitting at 2.1 trillion now. We break 2 trillion. We're looking at 1.77 fast. So we break this 2 trillion area. We're bouncing down to 1.786. We hit that, it's 1.63. And then, and this is a chance. This is a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the downside. And that would be the measured move, would it not? So far. Sad thing is it could even go up and down like this, and it could still have a measured move down here or there. So all eyes on this channel. It is definitely a rising wedge that I believe. You could also, yes, call it a cup and handle. There's cup and handle ideas here going on. Spinny, are you still with me, or did I lose you, Spinny? I hope I didn't lose Spinny on that one. Always opportunities on crypto. You will get that here. I'm not a trader, just accumulate and hold. Shout out to Craig Wayne. On the long term is a bull market. It's funny when people say that I'm not a trader, I just accumulate and hold. Yes, you are. You're just making a long trade. Can you check CWAR for the $5 from Joe? We'll take a look at CWAR for sure. So this is the total market cap for cryptocurrency. Just want to say, if we break 2 trillion, likely to see $1.77 trillion. So just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. All right. 46.6 now for Bitcoin, right? And we were just at 47,100, right? And I suggested to short the puppy, right? And we would be up on the short nicely, right? Again, not financial advice, right? You do whatever makes you happy. But look at that beautiful short pump to the upside. Boom. I mean, the lifer got you. If there's a trade out there, I'm going to find it. If there's money in the market, I'm going to sniff it out. My system is just far too accurate. It knows where the money's at. It knows where the money goes. It can tell me, buy these indicators, show me the charts, and I'll show you the news, right? So if I study the charts, I'm going to know where the money's going. And we also went over this in depth together the other day when we juxtaposed U.S. Tether dominance, Bitcoin dominance, suggesting there was a little more downside for Bitcoin. Thanks for that call. Shout out to Abdullah Al-Amadi up in the spot. We are here through the ups and downs, people. Pretty sure he's going to call the bottom just like he did in May. I'm not a financial advisor. I just stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. Lifer called the scenario way back. Shout out to Abdullah Ahmadi. Thank you for saying that, man. Salam to you, my friend. Salam alaikum. Experience those bottoms. It's so funny, man. Always opportunities on crypto. You will get it here. Yeah. On the long term is a bull market. Possibly Lifer called the scenario way back, dude. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Check out keystoken.io. Keystoken.io. Metaverse real estate. Let me know what you think. Thanks, Lifer. Let's get it. Keep up the real content. Thank you so much for the contribution. And everyone, send in your new coins, your new things that we're looking at. Make it fun for all of us. Make it fun for all of us. Keystoken.io doesn't want to play with me. We talking about keys here? Keys token. I guess you needed the www dot. I don't know. That was weird, right? Key token. No, keys token. I don't know. Anyway, the keys token. Hold keys and gain exclusive access to our revolutionary ecosystem. Holding keys enables you to buy and sell real estate and luxury assets in both the metaverse and the physical world. Gain access to the exclusive investment opportunities and events and become part of a powerful network. Wow, white paper. CERDIC. Okay, let's get the CERDIC audit going. CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, Nomics. Gnosis. Dex tools. Okay. Power real estate on the blockchain. Keys will transform the way real estate and luxury assets are exchanged by increasing speed and transparency while reducing cost and friction. Get your keys now. Isn't that interesting? What if you could just look and point at something and snatch it up? Ownership would be given immediately. The guy would know that he had sold it. Like the key would be put somewhere. You would go get it or it would be mailed to you. When the key arrives, you would grab it. And then you would head to that address and it would be yours. That simple, right? It's going to be an amazing time. You know, shout out to everyone here on the stream. Can we get that chat moving? 221 people. But we get that chat moving on a Tuesday, baby. Staking and yield farming is now live as well. And remember, DeFi is still alive. There's still a good time to make good ends meet. Let's take a look at all the different places you can make some money on decentralized finance no matter what. Like BEEFY Finance, right? BEEFY is a good place with a lot of different options to get started. BEEFY Finance, the multi-chain yield optimizer. I mean, pretty cool, right? And BEEFY's been around a long time, okay? And I support BEEFY and like BEEFY. They never told me about them, but REN BTC, look at that. A BTC liquidity pool, unreal, right? 15%. Then you have static BUSD. And what I do is I look for the USDT, maybe even a USD stable pool or two USDs. Sometimes you can do two different stable coins. The BEEFY USDT is nice too for 10%. They're not a lot, but they're there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want ones that have the huge high ones. Those are sketchy. Look, Baby BNB LP though, 700%. Beta BNB 100%. Sing, NFT BNB here, Pakoko, and POTS. There's a USDC BTC BLP, Elk BNB, Elk DAI. Here, right here, BUSD USDO OCPLP. I believe that's two stable coins. Here's USDO BSDLP too, right? So yeah, I mean, there's ways to make money on a stable coin right now while the market's flat or going down. Good time to get into a stable coin stake and stake up, right? Make some money quickly, you know, and then get back into trading when the market's good. You know, it's okay. It's okay to run to DeFi. Look, USDT to USDC LP for 8% APY. I mean, you can't beat that. Like, to make 8% a year on two stable coins. Guaranteed to go up in value. So, just something to think about. Something to always kind of consider. And you could chase after just getting a bigger stable coin LP. It's interesting. So, you know, I just want to put this out there. Alternatives to the market if you're feeling queasy and you still want to be involved. There's ways to do that. Okay? There's ways to do that. I'd be careful staking certain coins that could go down in value while you're staking them. You see what I'm saying? And one thing I want to do is look at the Keys website. We didn't take a look at that here over on DEX Tools. They had it here too. I want to see if this brings us right to this chart. This would be cool. It might just take us to DEX Tools. We'll see. If it took you to the Keys chart, it would be a smart idea. I do see a contract address there. I think it did. Smart man, it did. Nice job. And this is the wrapped ETH. So against ETH, it's been beat up. But again, most smaller coins are, right? It's in this falling wedge. It needs to break to the upside. You could say it's getting closer. It slightly broke out. It's got to get above the resistance here. You can say right there and right there. Signs of life. It's a cool project. How much is the market cap right now for it? Can't even tell. Looks like it just came out at about 8 cents. Up 6% today. It's been cruising since about 6.5. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see what the community is like here. Let's see what the Twitter's going for. 10,000, 15,000 followers. 1,500. Small. I'll throw them a follow. I don't know if I really... I don't know. I can't follow them because I don't know, like, they could be like, you know, a rug pull. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but I just don't know. I'm not saying they are. So I'm not spreading FUD. I'm just saying I don't know, you know. Introducing the Keycard V1. Been working around the clock. This is interesting. The Keys Token team has been working around the clock on multiple product developments that we'll share in the coming weeks. And we're proud to share the first key with you, the Keycard. Okay. That's cool. Real estate rental sales discounts with select partners around the world. That's cool if you use the Keycard. I get it. Make an ecosystem around the Keycard. Okay. And there's the short pumping to the upside, just as suggested. Moving, baby, moving. Moving. And I don't short Bitcoin a lot. I'm not a big shorter in the market, but I just take advantage of what the market gives me if I see it in the market. And I'm seeing movement in the market, so we shorted it. Hey, check out AAG. It's a learn-to-earn project. L2E might be the next wave once market pricks back up. Interesting. I should do a learn-to-earn project. That'd be kind of cool. Because it's my passion. It's so simple to follow that. VeChain is the king move. VeChain and Cardano will change the game for smart contracts. Nah, man, they steal your money. Look for something hidden. I know, right? You never know. I'm kind of in between them. I own both, and I'm kind of into what he's saying. So AAG Ventures, democratizing play to earn, creating economic freedom worldwide through the metaverse economy. Play to earn platform, live, interesting. Backers, a lot of backers. Shima Capital, Hacken, Cosmos, Yellow Blocks. Anyone? Axie Mix, interesting. Harmony's in there. Hashkey. AG was able to build the second largest guild. Now we're in the path to becoming the largest and most impactful play-to-earn platform to bring good economic opportunities to as many as possible. Rather than compete with other guilds, we decided to help scale their operations and support more scholars. We believe that the play-to-earn space will likely grow 100x from where it is at the beginning of 2021, and we aim to be a major player in the space. I mean, a lot of hype, a lot of fluff. No, I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. AAG. I need to see a little more out of that. But again, maybe there is more. I just don't know yet. Just coming out. We can't even get a market cap on it. It does have an Ethereum address. Don't even know it's IDOing the 12th to the 15th. And it ends in 20 hours, so it's IDOing right now. So you could jump on it right now on the lows. AAG Ventures. Where is the IDO? It didn't even say the IDO was right here, did it? Okay, yeah, official AAG is live now. Yeah, get AGA at Copper. AAGO token launch. And again, could be, you never know. And price was $4, and it's tanked all the way back down to 40 cents right now. I don't know. I'd be careful on this thing. I don't know. So since people that just got in have been slammed already. They've lost everything. People that got in on the first day got slammed. I don't trust a lot of these things, and I don't jump into things I don't know about. If I haven't been planning on for a long time, I don't just let me just jump on into that. I don't know. I'm partial. I'm not going to say yes or nay on that. I'm just partial on that. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm in between on that idea there. Okay? I'm in between. Now, I'm not guaranteeing the short's going to go beautifully well. You never know. That's why I always use a stop loss. We're holding back above 47K now, but anything is possible. Could just be the oscillation of the 7-minute. Let's take a look at if I'm correct or not. What do I mean by that? Well, why do we just pump? Maybe the 7-minute is low and has to pump back to the upside. It is. See how the 7 minutes low? It's coming back up. So idea is that we'll get that movement. 7-minute is actually a pretty strong time frame, even though it's very, very small. A lot of times you'll see a move coming out of that. Now, again, if the 7-minute can't make a higher high above 47.5 when it oscillates up, it's telling us we're in a downtrend again. You could keep using the oscillations of the stochastics to teach you that you're in a downtrend, right? So if we can't break above this high here, when the 7-minute comes up, then we're still very, very bearish. You get it? On the smaller time frame, that will leak into the bigger time frames as well. Okay. Real Link has been launched on BKX tomorrow on LBank 2. Hope to see it climb. Exactly now is the time. Run. Just keep an eye on it. Have you been launched? Real Link has been launched on BKX today. Tomorrow on LBank 2. Hope to see the climb. Real Link. Interesting. Metaverse would be cooler in Learn to Earn if all the bright kids shared their study ideas and made games of them. That'd be kind of cool, right? You guys heard about the hacking attack that wipes out every tech, all crypto to zero, and they'll probably say it's a solar storm. Oh my God, this guy spreading FUD like I've never heard in my life, man. Exactly. I mean, can't you just get a? I've heard of these things, but you can get yourself a. There's a cage, There's a cage that we need, and it can protect us from all of electricity things, It's called a Fara cage, why am I drawing a blank? Please come back to the light. The Golden Eagle 99. Yes, sometimes they have their own fun methods to learn things. A Faraday cage. Yes, a Faraday cage. See, this will keep your crypto safe in any type of crazy solar storm, anything. A Faraday cage creates a shield from electronic impulses and magnetic forces. A Faraday shield, Faraday cage, right? Michael Faraday, right? He's a scientist, right? English scientist who contributed to the study of electromagnetism and electrochemistry from 1791 to 1867. See, we knew so much back then that has now been hidden from the public. Like in 1867, we were studying with electromagnetic chemistry and electromagnetism and, diamagnetism and electrosis and so many other things. And honestly, we've done so many studies on that stuff. And we're on another higher level than that. But the masses, we don't know anything about it. And to get deep into this, you'd have to study it. Crypto's similar in a way where to get into it, you have to start knowing like all this crazy deep stuff. And most people don't even want to go. And crypto's not like studying how to build the Faraday cage and stuff like that, right? So a Faraday cage, in his work on static electricity, Faraday's ice pail experiment demonstrated that the charge resided only on the exterior of a charged conductor. An exterior charge had no influence on anything enclosed within a conductor. This is becoming the exterior charges redistribute, such as the interior fields emanating from the and cancel one another. Very interesting. So if you put your crypto inside a Faraday cage, they'll be safe in an electromagnetic pulse, electromagnetic radiation, radio waves, antennas, Earth's magnetic field, anything going down, maybe even a solar pulse of some type. Faraday is a legend, but if the internet cuts, nothing is safe because crypto is stored on the blockchain, not inside homes. I mean, we keep hearing about this. They're going to cut the internet. They're going to cut the internet. There's going to be the blackout of the internet. We've heard about it, right? Honestly, it's a way for them to reset all information and to reset the pathways, right? They could cut the internet, rebuild it slow, act like it's this and that, make like it's a world hacker, come up with some idea. I mean, it's scary to think about. We've been hearing about it all the time. A cyber pandemic would be bigger than any pandemic. You wouldn't care about any other V word or C word or any of that nonsense. Would make no sense to you. There'd be a cyber pandemic could scare it scare the lights out of me. My entire business runs online, right? So, of course, and you never know. Anything is possible. What does God have us ready for? You never, ever know. What is planned in our way to make us strong? We never, ever know. So, again, this channel isn't always just about TA. Sometimes it's about life, about getting through the tough times, about finding a way, a solution, and about being together. I've been telling people that you got to get, people have been telling me to get my ham radio license and start learning how to use a ham radio. One day you have the time, take a look at it. You'll be happy to see what you think of the project. Okay. Avoid Craig and his work or you will lose out. Craig. Cyber Polygon ran in July this year by the WEF.yay. Welcome, Chris. Sorry for your loss, brother. What happened to Chris? Crypto cold storage is a misnomer. We want to know about crypto. 11 years ago today, I left you all to take care of my dying wife, and today I am back for good. My name is Chris, not Craig. 11 years ago, I left you all to take care of my dying wife. And today I am back for good. My name is Chris, not Craig. Satoshi Nakamoto. He's back. He's back. Satoshi Nakamoto's back on my channel, guys. He's here with us right now. His name is Chris. Chris, thank you. Satoshi Nakamoto is here with us right now. What do we do? Do we do we bow? Do we pray? What happens now? What goes on here? This is interesting, right? We actually have Satoshi Nakamoto on the channel right now, guys and gals, ladies and gents. I'm so addicted to the internet, Jeffrey Chase. Moonscape, big backers. Check out Sound BSC. Sound's been banging on them. Sound has been banging on them. We went over it months ago when it first kind of came out. Sound, and it's been big. I saw it go up huge yesterday or the day before. See what happened. Did it get sold off? It did, but wow, what a blow off top there for Sound. So Sound did damage
since about December 12th, too, since the whole market was just in a funny state. Sound said, you know what? I'm going to fly. I'm going to take this time while everybody is just tripping to go up 454%. Now it's coming back down. Would have to pull a Fibonacci on it to see like what you're gonna go for here. And you're bouncing off the 0.618. You're on your way to it in between the 0.5 and the 0.618. Great retracement. Falling wedge eventually break to the upside again. Looks like, I mean, if it could do it yesterday, they could do it again, right? Today is Tuesday the 13th or the 14th. Tuesday the 14th. So this pumped on Sunday too, when the market was still strange. So unbelievable for sound on the radar. And Bitcoin in a sideways pattern, right? But as we said before, look, we look at the 15-minute. 15-minute double bottomed again. So that means that's okay. And if we have divergence on the 15-minute, now we could get a bit of a pump. That's why I said I didn't think we were going to get that. I said I would wait to open the short once the 15-minute gets up here. Surprised that the short pumped a little bit right there. I want to see this 15-minute come back up. Bitcoin come right back up to the... This would negate the head and shoulder. It would be a beautiful thing. We did come down a little low. You could say we tried to hit it. We went as low as 46,400. And now we're battling 47K area. We did break resistance too right there, which could have acted as support right there, that support line at 47,200. So once we broke that, I said we're highly likely to come back down to 46.5. And what do? We went right there. We wicked. How do you know these things? Because it's called support and resistance. And once you learn it, it becomes obvious where price is going to go once it breaks a certain level. I'm not a magician. I'm not that smart. These are simple things you can learn if you decide to put your mind to it. Stay tuned to the fun and weep. Stay tuned to the FUD and weep. The FUD? And how on earth is just a giant generator because of living core generating? And how on earth is just a giant generator? Because of the living core generating those waves into space to the block. The damaging radiation that would negate all life in a minute. So I see what you're saying. It generates the waves that block the damaging radiation. Yeah. Makes sense. B, don't be bringing that FUD around here. What's that FUD? I didn't see no FUD. Was that FUD, B? Yo, B, yo. Yo, B, where's the FUD, B? David Patrick, Moonscape, big backers. Moonscape sounds hot. The CEO of Ripple was right. China controls Bitcoin, and they are probably... Oh, this guy, I can't listen to this stuff. Is EGLD the Golden Eagle 99 with the $20 super chat coming through in the drought of super chats? He raises the bar. He raises it up. He raises the frequency. And we haven't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Hello. This dude's funny, man. Who knows what I just did right there? Put a 1 in the comment section. Real Think product is designed for social networking, optimization in the future. It'll be applied to the metaverse and games as well. So I think it deserves a look of all of you. Interesting. Ricky, send in a super chat. We'll do a deep dive. Our planet is the only one with active core in our solar system. It's what allows us to have an atmosphere which would otherwise be blown away by solar wind. Little Schmitty with the ones and the ones and the ones. Oh, so you guys are friends of the Ralph guy. Interesting. Is EGLD the top 5 buy for 2022? I plan on owning at least 5 of those. Happy holidays to the crypto lifer family. Well, I own 85 EGLD and I love every second of it. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to jump on into the EGLD train with me, I'd be happy to have you. I like EGLD. Again, do whatever makes you happy. You know, I do express what I do in the channel. I have to be transparent. So I like to express, if someone talks about something and I'm doing a chart on it, I say, I do happen to own some of this. Just so people know, if I'm doing a video, I say I was sponsored by these people for this video. Just so you know that it was a sponsored video, meaning they paid me for the video or they reached out and compensated me in some way, shape, or form for the video. Again, though, this is a head and shoulder that says we're going back down here to 46.10. So... EGLD top 5 buy for 2022. I plan on owning at least 5 of those. I love EGLD, and I think it's an amazing, amazing project. Yeah, so top 5 coins to buy in 2022. We're going to talk about that now in a second. If we can get the likes up to 200, if we can get 250 watchers, I'm going to give you my top 5 coins that I believe are going to be really, really hot in 2022. If you can get the likes up to 200 and we get the watches. The other day was, can we get the likes up to 300? But, you take what you can get on any given moment. I guess the algorithm picks and chooses what it wants to do. Or maybe there's people just busy on a Saturday, on a Tuesday. Or maybe people are just hurting, licking wounds. You know what I'm saying? But I'd want to know what's cracking in cryptocurrency. 15-minute does have an inverted head and shoulder. Could we break to the upside? Highly unlikely, as we're getting spent now. Dot down. If you were gonna short dot, says you got to wait a little bit. All right. And so we're gonna watch how this 15-minute plays out. Then it's gonna be overbought. The 1 hour itself is gonna still be pretty overbought, as we are coming down though. Hopefully we can keep coming a little bit. Any signs of bullishness, any love? Let's take a look at a cleaner chart. Let's clean it up. And let's look at it from a different perspective, shall we? I delete all my work and I look at Bitcoin just from a completely different perspective. Okay. And again, we've never traded the 6 hour. Let's try it for the first time in our lives. I've never traded the 6 hour. Let's experiment. 6 hour looks great. Let's long the 6 hour, okay? Right here. It says to long the 6 hour right here. And then I'm going to put an alert up here and we'll get out when the chart hits here. Let's try. I've never traded the 6 hour. I'm going to start today. It looks better than the other time frame, so I'm going to trade it. No, I'm just, don't do that. But, I'm just going to see what can happen. There's also divergence here on the 6 hour. As if you use candle closings, that's flat and that's more of an uptrend. So I like what I'm seeing here. Okay. This is on Bitcoin. Could we be bottoming at 46.6 here for a massive move to the upside? For a nice move to the upside. You ever watch the Irish channels? And Bitcoin can move to the upside. I love watching them. I love hearing them. In a way, Bitcoin here in the Fibonacci level. And Bitcoin can move to the upside here. There's one guy who does it to the upside. I think it's the underground, right? Crypto underground or something, underground, right? To the upside. This is why I took the trade here to Bitcoin with a stop loss in, and I made it to the upside. He's funny. So look, Bitcoin oversold. I've never traded the 6 hour. I'm going to test it. We're going to test the 6 hour as a group. We're going to look at it tomorrow. Mark me on it. So falling wedge, breaking to the upside, bullish divergence, and the 6 hours oversold. 6 hour wants to pop, baby. Can we get a move to the upside based on this theory? You never know. Could say we kind of bottomed out here after, we could have filled this wick out. I think we may want to fill this wick out, meaning we may want to travel up and down it and then get out of here. But you never know. I mean, he says the nightmare is in the works for Bitcoin. Anything is possible. I heed all words from all places. Did you get your CERBY and OG swap yet? Jimmy Phillips. No, I did not, man. You're probably killing it now, though. CERBY is like the only hot thing on the game right now. Let's take a look at CERBY. CERBY. Last time I saw it, it actually was still kicking it on the charts, beating it up, banging on them, doing damage. Up 1%, still holding it. We'll take a look at the chart here. And you can look at the Phantom chart, the Polygon chart, the Avalanche chart, the Binance chart. Look, it has an address. This is something that's going to be big. When you see multi-chain, you know it's going to be big. You know it's going to be big. And this thing was 0005. And now it's 006 doing damage, man. And was that 4 zeros? I think it's up like 20% there. Let's take a look at all. Let's take a look at CERBY here. Pretty interesting. Now it comes off as a different name. Let me just make sure that I'm doing that right. There it is. Yeah, CERBY token. Wow, this thing's about to break the all-time high and make. I've seen these. These are basically ascending triangles. You see that? With a move to the upside here. So Interesting. So when the title of my video is why I wouldn't leave crypto, doesn't mean you can't take profits. Doesn't mean you can't look at things. But what it does mean is just to pay attention and to watch the market and not leave the market. Because the second you leave the market, that's when things change. Don't spam the chat, honestly. And I'm not a huge fan of ICP either. So, makes me almost not want to go over it. But I will if you really, really need it, Dogecoin is the future of crypto. Oh, wow, that's funny. Everyone's always too smart for their own britches, man. I was there too. I'm probably still doing it sometimes in some shape or form. That's why you have to have good friends to check you and say, hey, man, you need to chill out. You're doing this a little too much. You're doing that. Good friends to surround you in your hustle, in your way, to kind of show you the way, show you yourself, mirror yourself every once in a while, to put you back in perspective. Everybody needs it. Everybody should have it. Not everybody does. WNXIM moving. Look at that huge move there to the upside. Hex getting some love, up 27% finally. Back up to 20 cents. And Dogecoin. Right after the tweet, it lost a lot of the gains, but it did pump from 15 all the way up to 22, about almost a 50% gain, 7 on 15, not too bad. Kudos, moving on us. And I was talking about Kudos just the other day. Didn't seem to get the memo yet, though, right? Funny. Kudos pumping key in the game, 50 minutes. So let's Luna. I'm telling you, man, every time Luna's below 60, it's a still love Luna. But get away from the 6 hour because I'm not used to it. 1 hour needs to curl on back down. 4 hours overbought too as well. And so, wow. Daily looks beautiful, though, so it looked like a little more sideways action or some pain before we can really jump all in to alts. Still waiting on that alt signal and just haven't gotten it yet. That's actually even a bear flag there on EOS. So I'd watch EOS on the daily for a massive dump. EOS has been very underperforming asset. If I was in EOS long term, I would get out. But that's just me. Looks like you're going to see some more downside for EOS for sure. Let's look at my baby EGLD back to 240, 250 from the highs of 550. Oh, got crushed. That what happens. It got run up due to hollow ride. And that's a blow off top. Look at the movement there. All the way from 78.60 all the way up to 540. What a move. What a move for EGLD. Now it's retracing. It is bouncing off the 200-day moving average. Not too bad on the daily time frame. All right. And you can see this is very oversold, unlike what we just looked at, right? Which is EOS on the daily. And it's in the golden pocket right now, as we speak, kind of bouncing off the 200, inching towards that 706 hidden fib that I always talk about, that we use here on the channel a lot, and the falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. Bit of an emerging cup and handle. And if the market could recover, which we all will see, closely, and even if maybe some altcoins might hold up against Bitcoin a little better than you realize. Right now, we're seeing a little splurge in alts, but don't get too excited. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. This is going to give us some more insight into what's happening inside of the market here. Bitcoin dominance shows you how much money is flowing into Bitcoin as opposed to the rest of the market. And you definitely want to use it to your advantage when you're looking at these things. All right. I'm buying one more EGLD this Saturday. That's a steal. And about the news of Dogezilla yesterday, the blockchain satellite. Is Satoshi still in here? Satoshi Nakamoto is still in the... one KuCoin on the red writing on the left is no bueno. Dude, the red writing on the left means unlocked wallet owns a big portion of it. Listen to the money's coming. When he's telling you about a coin, when he's breaking something down, listen to this man. And so he's telling us right here, this money, the red on the left, right here, see, an unlocked wallet is holding 84% of CERBY. It's not good. That's rug pull material. So be very, very careful. I'd be in and out maybe, but you never know. I don't want to spread fun on a project, but an unlocked wallet is holding 84% of the CERBY BUSD LP. That's scary business. Hit me up when you come to Florida. Yeah, I'm coming to Florida, D. Kennedy. I'm definitely going to be there. I'm going to be around Orlando. Anyone live near Orlando? My buddy said to do that and hold. I told him it was a dumb idea, but he said to do it. I bought 10K of EGLD at 300. My buddy said to do it and hold. I told him it was a dumb idea, but he said to do it. I mean, I think it'll level off 200 at the low and then come back on out. Go back to $1,000 a coin. You know, it's going to take its time, though. EGLD moves in very, very quick spurts, and then it kind of just hangs out for a while. That's just how it is, you know. Shout out to the 233 people watching. Can we get the likes up to 200? One more person, hit that like button, and we are on our way. Nah, bro, we are buying Hollow Ride Thursday. What's the exact recipe for lemon water? You're making me thirsty. Water and lemons. You could put a little lime in there. You could put a little mint. Just saw Jade on your screen. Is it a real deal? I don't know. It's there. They're advertising it. I don't know. I'm not a fan. A good buddy of mine, though, the Trades a Lot did like it, and months ago told me that it was a pick on Token Metrics. They were looking at it, so you never know. You never know. Remember that daily's oversold, ready to bounce on the entire, you know, in the entire total movement, you know. I just, you know, so we can go a little lower and still keep structure, even here, even there a little bit, right? I just really don't want to see us break $2 trillion. It wasn't a hold. He said diamond hands, right? If it goes down to 200, I'm getting 3 more. XRP, make or break this week. I know, right? It's possible. Just not enough hype about it, and not enough people are going to run into it because of the skepticism. You know, they're messing with XRP bad, man. They really are. How are you, lads? Appreciate you making the videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And about the news of Dojilla yesterday. Yeah. Well done, Moz. They're out full force today. Yeah, dude, that was red writing. Yeah, thank you for teaching us about the red writing. I've seen it before. And about 30 minutes from Orlando, by the Space Center. Flame out this way. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, man, I definitely, that's dope. So, D. Kennedy, you're going to be my dude. Yeah, I'm going to stay Cocoa Beach, which is right near the Space Center, right? Cocoa Beach is actually 30 minutes from Orlando, right? So, maybe you're even closer to Cocoa Beach. Dope, man. Appreciate it. And we can talk crypto, have you on the, we can talk crypto, have you on the show as well. Do like a little quick segment. Either it gets edited, and I take my camera with me. Whatever we do, we can do something fun. How many likes we needed to talk about the 2022 coins? We needed 200 and we got there. We got there. We got there. What up, my dude? How is SHIB looking? Let's take a look at SHIB from D. Kennedy up in the spot. SHIB, baby, SHIB. Now, I had that little big of a move people got excited about the other day. I wasn't too excited about it. There, it got a pump there. Didn't believe in it. Honestly, Bitcoin's putting a damper on the market, so everyone's watching Bitcoin very, very closely. Looks like we range or go sideways for the next of the year, and in 2022, everyone's kind of giving up on the rest of the year. Like, people are going to do Christmas, people are going to be with their family, and there's just going to be a shift in the way the market moves. So that's something that we're looking at. And that's something that's possible, you know. Just tore up some breakfast while charting. The life I want to get used to. There you go, man. Awesome stack. Super down, bro. Cocoa Beach is down the street. Dope, man. Dope. So that's it. It's been set. We're going to hang. Lifers everywhere out there in the world, man. Appreciate it, man. Shiba Inu. USD Tizzles. And look, it's coming all the way to the 886 retracement. It actually wicked all the way past that already. I mean, that's about it, right? It gets any lower than that, it's breaking resistance, and it really gets any lower than this, and then it could possibly go all the way back to like 747. I mean, it could lose big moves. So watching SHIB closely here, and the whole market as a whole, really. And again, everyone always says it can't get worse. It can always get worse. Remember that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it can always get worse. Planning to add more SHIB around 2.4. Oh, man. Yikes. Hell yeah. XRP Proton donated $100 at the First Bank of U.S. Interesting. XRP will replace fiat in the bank cross-border payments during the next repression and depression. Anything is possible. We're not sure, though. We do not know. But anything is possible. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. See, you got those 200 likes. We got the 240 watchers. And the watchers are going to keep pushing. Send in those super chats. Can we look at GALA? Let's take a look at our baby GALA. Now, GALA, let's talk about GALA. If you're new and you're not sure what GALA is, GALA Games. And they've had news with new games coming out, new movement, new processes. They're going to be connecting you to multiple games. It's not just one game, one coin. It's a GALA-verse. You know, so on coming out with the GALA-verse, they had a big actual, they had an event just 2 or 3 days ago. Crypto Wendy was at, shout out to Crypto Wendy, at the GALA-verse, and all the way up to about 75 is the target here out of this cup and handle if GALA can get busy and get working. Again, 1 hour's overbought, 4 hours ready in our favor, so let's let this 1 hour cool on off and come on down here. We'll put the alert section here. When that alert hits, I'll alert you and my patrons. And my patrons I have multiple alerts, up to 30 to 40 at any given moment in time. That's another thing the patrons pay for, is constant alerts, constant updates, constant things in their Dropbox, sitting right there in their Telegram, ready to go. If you join my Patreon, you have access to 5 awesome rooms. The Crypto Life for 99 room, the NFT and Metaverse room, keeping you up to date with what's happening, when drops are going on, what people are buying, what people are doing, and the news. Also updates with gaming and the Metaverse. This is an amazing room. Unbelievable. Worth $99 a month all by itself, in my humble opinion. Then there's the Life for VIP charts. People putting out their own charts and ideas throughout the time. Everything you're going, and it's all charts, no comments, nothing else. Chart after chart after chart. It might be a link here and there of mine, but that's about it. Nothing else in that group. Then there's the Life for TA Learning Library, where you, once you learn, say you take the beginner's course from me today, then you jump on into the Patreon, and that's where you can paint these charts up any way you want, and people know it's you just trying to learn. How does this look? I've never done this before, right? And we're like, you know what? That looks great. I like what you're doing there. Like, it's more of a falling wedge than a descending triangle. And I'll say stuff like that to the people in the group, you know? Okay, so GALA, right? Moving, and so I'm watching GALA, and it's bouncing closely off this 0.049 area. Now, it's a big deal, because look, resistance. Now, if it breaks this, it has one last nice hammock area at 45, and then you could say, okay, we could wick closer and closer, but then, you know, you get a gap down here, 235, right? So that's where your next big area of consolidation is. So that's where you would probably assume to connect again. We've also pulled a fib on this, though, and this is the one thing that, what I like about GALA is, of all the coins right now, like SHIB and the, you know, it is actually bounced off its fib level. So let's take a look at that and what I'm talking about. So we see GALA has come on down, and it wicked to the 0.618, and it went right into the golden pocket for a half a second in there, in that little area there, and it bounced on up. It bounced off the 0.5 fib, and now that's a level that it's holding to. So holding the 0.5 Fibonacci level is very healthy, and staying above this support and resistance. I like what GALA is doing. I'd like to see a little more bullishness push up out of there. Maybe if we can even double top here, get us up above some regions, or even just go flatter, further away from that resistance point. And then when it comes down, we can get the nice bounce we want down here. I don't want to see it break the 0.5 fib. It's not the worst thing it can, but then it goes back to that 618. We're talking about 38, 35 region maybe for reaccumulation, but we'll see. We will see. And only time will tell, right? And nobody knows exactly what will happen. So there you go. That's GALA in a bit of a nutshell for you. Everyone's also a little worried about Block. What's happening for Block? $27 for 1 billion trill right now, roughly. Let's go stacking. I know, right? Musk pump Doge earlier today. Yeah, Elon Musk pumped Doge. We talked about it in my trading group. I actually woke up this morning. First thing that I talked about in my trading group, I was like, isn't this funny? I'm like, it's so funny. Elon tweets about Doge, 7:54 in the morning. I'm up. Elon tweets about Doge and boom, right? And so, like, we don't stop in my channel. We're out there, 11 at night, back up at 7 in the morning. I'm gone for maybe 8 hours. Usually it's only 5 or 6. We are pumping at the speed of light in the group, and we'll keep you up to date no matter what's happening in cryptocurrency. Right now, we're looking for the bottom. Hey, man, I've been watching, and I've been trying to ask some YouTubers to do a review on Shuna Universe. They say if we pay, but I'm like, sheesh, I'm a sub, and you can't do it. Can you do one? I mean, only if you pay, man. Definitely don't. Yeah, only if you send in a super chat, man. I'm a stingy YouTuber like that. Nah, I'm doing it right now. Here you go. Let's take a look at Shuna Universe. I won't be that guy, especially on a day where I'm not getting tons of super chats. So, hey, usually I get more super chats than I am. So, hey, I got to be humble. Trey Presley, thoughts on Clover Finance? I see many stores using Clover for payment. Clover's been hot for a while. On my radar, I looked at it, not on my radar. Like, I've been staring at it. It hasn't been, like, one of my top-notch projects. But it's something that definitely came across my dashboard about, I'd say, a couple, 5, 6, 7 months ago. We'll take a little new deep dive on it. I haven't seen it in a while. We're taking a look at Shuna Universe, which is pretty funny. Shuna Universe. This gets so funny every day. Up 4%. What does this thing do? What has it done? Where can you get it? I don't condone anything to do with it. It's only on Uniswap and OX protocol. We'll take a look at it. What is the website showing here? Thank you. I will come back after it goes off, if it does. I will come back after it goes off, if it does. So that's what you only come back if it goes off. Now I go to their website and it goes to a blank place. If that website doesn't load, we're not going to be looking at this. We're going to be moving on. And there's probably a reason why a lot of people don't want to go over this project, because it looks like crap right now. So again, and I shouldn't have said that, but this is Bitcoin cryptocurrency show. We're trying to go over blue chip, hot projects, metaverse, things that make sense, things that move the market. I don't know if this is going to be one of those things. As in, leave a tip, he's put a smile. Shout out to Hunter Crypto. Thank you for coming on in with the 7 in the crypto name. I subbed already, man. I'll be here daily. Thank you so much for coming on in, Hunter. Appreciate it. Yeah, see, the website isn't even loading for this thing. When the website doesn't load, I'm a little sketched out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing you one more service just because I'm a nice guy. And I'm going to paste it in here. See, look, I'm trying to do the right thing. Look, copy address. Go to Dex Tools. Paste address. That's an omen. It's like playing games with me. Now it's like getting me annoyed. It says copied. You saw it said copied. There, it was just late. It was there waiting for me when I got back. So we see this here. It's in a beautiful pennant, actually. See, I told you I didn't like the project. Yeah, he's like, but I am going to show you the technical analysis, right? I'm not biased on TA. The TA is the TA. I mean, that is forming somewhat of a bull pennant, with signs of life. And it just came out, right? 2-hour chart. It's been out like a day. Brand new coin. Very high risk, high reward. It's on Uniswap only. Shiwu Universe. Shuna Universe. Shuna Universe. SHUNAV. I don't know. SHUNAV. 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 You never know. Spinny is trending today. Spinny. My man Spinny. I hope I didn't offend Spinny. Exactly. I'm in for the big reward. Sheesh, man, I appreciate this for sure. The graph, people says, looks good. It does look good on the graph. It does. Even though the chart, and when I research the project, I don't know. Not paying no fees right now. Good luck with that one. I know, right? I still don't know how to pronounce it. I know how to pronounce it. I just gave you it, you know. Shuna Inuverse. That's it. Shuna Inuverse. Micropets trending for whatever reason. After watching the fools at stablecoins in the spotlight at the Senate Banking Committee hearing right now, these guys are clueless. Geezers. Little Schmitty. Finbook. Nicest rejection of a coin ever. Haha. Lifer is a G. Matthew Rock. And because it's your job. It's because the dev is going under maintenance. Okay? And because it's your job. Tag protocol has been holding well through the pullback. Hashtags are getting more expensive the long we wait. I see what you're saying too. X tag though, I mean, it got banged on, right? Let's take a look at some of the new coins we were looking at, like Monster Infinite. Whatever happened to money? Whatever happened to Infinite? Launch. Oh, these things just got worse. And I mean, a brand new coin can dump on you. And that's, I always say, high risk, high reward. Still trying to hang on to the bowl. So we could still kind of like, okay. Trying to hang on to the bowl, doing its thing. Bowling out as we speak. Going bowling. I don't know how you want to call that. But we're seeing this, you know, interesting. This is Monster Infinite, another play to earn game, you know. Then there was Infinite Launch, ILA. Infinite Launch was on the radar too as well. ILA. Let's take a look at Infinite Launch here. That also double bottomed and fell out, right? It, you know, we made a bull for it, but continued. And that's actually could be the middle of the bowl as the bottom. So these are projects that are just at their bottoms, at their very, very bottoms. So just want to put them on your radar. Might want to write them down. Hey, these could move once the market moves, but you never know, you know. It's funny to see this much movement here. Doge still kind of getting some love here at 18, at 19. Is Doge still going to move? Let's take a look at Doge for the day. I mean, 15-minute is resetting and in a falling wedge. And it's touching the 21, showing that it could show some signs of life. Nothing's guaranteed, but could Doge continue back up and get all the way to 24? You never know. 15-minute showing signs of life on Doge. Doge off the 0.5. Yeah, ooh. VVS is one I'd want to hear about. VVS got banged on. Lost a lot of money, I believe. I mean, everyone told me it just tanked. You are very charitable to the community. Shout out to Matthew Rock up in the spot. Yeah, we got low viewership today. We couldn't crack 300. Couldn't do it. Quick look at the ONYX chart. We'll take a look at ONYX real quick for my man. Thank you so much for ONYX. Thank you so much for the super chat from Tony Rubin. Doing the right thing, sending the $20 SEC. And we'll take a look at our baby ONYX. Watch Tony Rubin be like Crypto Love or some famous YouTuber. He just has like, you know, I got to bounce later. You got 15 minutes, then you got to go, man. See you later, lifer. Appreciate it, man. We'll take a look at ONYX real quick. Holding that $5.8 million market cap on the lows. We accumulated on the low. We expected it to stay on the low. It's in that same scoop that it's doing there, though. Scoop and boom. You never know. Again, these coins are hard to tell by now at this point. The TA works well when the market's doing its thing and we have a stable market because that means their support and resistance levels will hold and things should move up. But when the whole market is kind of sketch, then any one of these could let go. And the whole market could dump on you in a second. You could see a massive move. So just be careful. Just always be on your guard. You know, my instincts as a trader, I don't say what I think, but I do have feelings because I've been in many situations. My instincts as a trader is there's going to be some more downside coming. Like I smell it, I feel it. It's in my heart, it's in my soul. Again, hope to God it doesn't happen, but you know, And I usually don't say stuff like that. I do not like to spread FUD in any way, shape, and form. I'm just showing you how I as a trader, and I've been doing this, I'm out here every single day, so I can smell the market, right? I'm in the market every single day. Without a day off, you know that I can smell it. And I smell a rat. Hope begins, faith begets charity. Shout out to Matthew Rock. Dougie Peterson sent in a super chat so he can go over it before the live ends. Where is Dougie Peterson? Dougie. Trey Presley. Thoughts on Clover Finance? You know, I like Clover. Let's take a look at Clover. I didn't do a deep dive on it. We didn't pull it on screen. Clover Finance. You're saying you're seeing a lot of businesses take Clover, so you're seeing it out there in the world. Clover Finance. A foundational layer for cross-chain compatibility. The Clover Wallet Suite, available in Extension Wallet, Mobile Wallet, and Web Wallet. Multi-chain DApp, interactive support for Ethereum Virtual Machine Networks, DOT and Kusama Plus, Parachains, and Solana. Always-on functionality for connectivity for multiple networks. Cross-chain multi-assets, internal swap, NFT support. Install Extension Wallet. Don't mind if I do the Clover Wallet Suite. Interesting. Multi-chain connected wallet. An always-on functionality that allows users to simultaneously connect with Web3-based dApps and Polkadot JS-based dApps and interact with all kinds of multi-chain cryptocurrencies and NFT assets. Users connect to Clover, Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, Phantom, Avalanche, Kusama, Edgeware, and so many other blockchains. Dude, this might become my new wallet outside of the MetaMask wallet, because then I won't have to just kind of switch chains. You can just be all ready to go. Interesting. 1 DOT for 100 Clover for the Parachain auction. Rewards too. Clover is layer 1 blockchain, smart contract platform, multi-chain DeFi hub. I mean, I'm already over this. This thing is hot. Huobi, DKNX, BitDumb, backed by a lot of cool exchanges, right? Good money. Gate.io, Hydrosphere. I don't even see why we couldn't see it on a bigger chain. Partnered with Bella, Anchor. Wow, Chainlink, ChainSwap, Dodo, EasyFi, Phantom, my baby. Kira Network, Parsec. I know it's a big mover in the game. I like Parsec. Polygon. Interesting. Behind the scenes mover is Parsec for the developers. Announcing 30 million CLV wallet incentive. This is cool. I like Clover Finance a lot, and I can see why people are taking it. Right? Quite interesting. They even have staking available as well with their multi-chain wallet. Soon all wallets should become multi-chain, and that's going to be where the money's at. Super chat for RMRK. Here you go, lifer. Since you said supers were low today, RMRK, if you have time, looks like it broke down out of a wedge to me. Shout out to Mike Lovin. Makes you want to say Mick Lovin, though, doesn't it? Shout out to Mike Lovin up in the game. Let's take a look at RMRK. Makes you want to call it Remark just because, right? We'll take a look at RMRK here. So it was in a falling wedge that it just fell right out of, right? Let's see. Go to the daily time frame. Zoom into this puppy. Make my support and resistance lines. Like, I want to see it in its entirety. You know, I want to see it for what it really is. I mean, that was your good resistance point. Here you got another one. We had some traffic, right? These are your levels to watch. And then you gap down fast if you don't make it past that area, right? Now, we were looking at down here at $8, $4 when I first gave this. Like, I gave so many of these coins at the very beginning of their pumps before they would just massively go to the upside. We just had a major run up. I mean, everybody, it was insane. It was an insane run up. So there's always a pullback after, like, I mean, insanity, right? This is what Fibonacci retracement is for. The 618 is already down here. You haven't even hit it yet. Could definitely see some more downside into this area. 706 as well. So, and you're seeing other coins kind of fall down that rabbit hole, you know. You are oversold, you know. That could begin to kind of stop the carnage, but it doesn't mean it's over. Could go up and down here and still oscillate. So watch this closely. 4 hour, you know, and again, everything will be affected by Bitcoin. 4 hour does want to pump here, showing signs of life. 1 hour needs to come to the downside. So I put an alert here on the 1 hour. And when that hits, I'll take another look at it for my patrons to keep them up to date. RMRK on the radar. Okay. Thank you for putting that out there. CWAR. We'll take a look at our baby CWAR. At 171. The CWAR have signs of life, right? Flagging out here and very oversold on the 1 hour. Showing signs that it wants to sprint back up here to 259. I mean, we shall see. Seemed like there's a big FOMO for this thing right now, honestly. You could almost do this and say it fell out of the pattern and then it just fell right back in. Beautiful cup and handle for CWAR. It did break out. It's respecting these levels. It had massive sell-off yesterday, all the way down to about 89, where it would get bought all the way back up to 250. I mean, that's almost a 3x. It did basically get 2.5x yesterday. It's absolutely insanity. Let's take a look at this. From the sell-off, this thing would pump 173% gains. And we were kind of all over it looking at it closely. You know, it could never have guaranteed that type of insane price action. But so I could see this back up to 259. People seem to really want this thing. It's a lot of FOMO for it. Now, the 4 hour needs to come on down, but the 1 hour wants to pump. Let's see if the 1 hour can get a little bit of a pump here before the 4 hour kicks in. Again, though, overall time frame, you will want to wait for that 4 hour to cool off, right? Doesn't mean you can't scalp it on that 1 hour though. 4 hours your bigger time frame, as the daily just doesn't have enough information yet. So CWAR, and can it get all the way back to its all-time high here at 474? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Thoughts on Clover Finance? You see many stores using Clover for payment. It's pretty cool, right? VVS, MEX, and Ride. Do your own research. Ride is hot. I like Hollow Ride. Check coin market cap for IDO. Anku, only 250 players. CWAR released their beta yesterday. Only 250 players. Not a lot, right? I mean, I'm in Satoshi Brokamoto. I am Satoshi Brakamoto. That's funny. Brakamoto. Blakamoto. I'm Satoshi Blakamoto. XDC is really low, Sam. Can you take a look at it if you have time? We'll take a look at XDC. And that was pumping beautifully and then just came back. Yeah, XDC. I mean, a lot of coins that get forgotten about. Like, they got pumped and dumped. We looked at this before, possibly about to hit the stop loss. You know, could possibly be an entry. It's extremely oversold on that daily. It's extremely oversold on the 4 hour. And it's extremely oversold on the 1 hour. This is a coin that really wants to pop off of my system oscillations, saying that this thing wants to make a move. But, you know, I'm telling you, everything watches Bitcoin. As good as your great TA is what you want to do. I mean, TA runs the market. It's like the TA, I'm not saying TA doesn't work, but it's like once things start to slip off, TA runs the market. So you got to watch it closely. You got to watch it closely. All right. XDC really low. Can you take a look? Thank you so much, Barrows. Appreciate that for dropping the super chat. Very nice of you for doing that. Sheesh, Ori, 9 million market cap. Damn, she's getting pounded as well. Ori. Market looking bearish. And are you ready for a multi-year bear market? I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I am saying that I don't see the bottom yet. All right? And until I see a bottom, I can't comfortably suggest that it's all as well. For instance, today we're going to short Bitcoin. In my humble opinion, it's the best chance we got, right? Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's a good, let's see this retrace though. We're closer to the bottom than we are though. If this could keep coming down and we don't get a huge dump, and this wants to hold bottom trend line, there's a chance this bottom trend line does hold. And tonight we start to pump into gloriousness, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad. All right. No TA, no FA. Only whales run the market. At the end of the day, but the TA will teach you that. And actually, that's not true because FA will get you into the right project at the right time. We'll teach you why something's going to move. We'll teach you why there's good tech. We'll teach you why it supports your reasoning for jumping into a project. So that's definitely not true. It's definitely 100% right. TA and FA work hand in hand together. You know. Shout out to the $4.99 from D. Kennedy with the little dude dancing. Look at this little dude dancing. So cool, man. Look at the 2 hour. 2 hour dumping on you. Says we're going to have a nice dump. There you have it, you know. It's a fake to the downside. You mean it's a fake to the upside to the downside, or it's a fake out to the downside to the upside? Looks like the 2 hour is going to dump too, though, you know. So I don't know. That's how I see it. Thank you so much for the $4.99 from D. Kennedy as he splashes the balls in the jar. Isn't that cool? All those balls in the jar like that, bouncing around. I find that pretty funny. A little bit of virtual reality on the screen. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I think we got Bitcoin locked up. We're going to watch it closely here on that 15-minute chart. See where it wants to hang. Should get a bit of a reversal here. Off of the divergence and off of the move to the upside here. There's divergence struggling strong now. We zoom in here. I know it's messy. But there's divergence strong right here. Look, we got swing down to swing down, and it's flattening out here. Definitely starting to flatten out a little bit there. So divergence starting to occur on this idea, you know. Look at the 2 hour. Can SOL recover? You never know. You never know. All eyes on everything can recover if Bitcoin can recover. I'm telling you right now. Everything can recover if BTC can recover, but all eyes on BTC. All eyes on BTC for sure. You see what I'm saying? And only time will tell. 155 for SOL. I could see it at 130, 120. Right? Look at that. That 4 hour wants to come down on you. The 1 hour wants to come down. Daily's getting overbought. It's finding a bottom at one point. It's trying to find its way down, right? This is where you got to trust your fibs. You can almost take that whole extension. I mean, sold from 21. I mean, what a move it made, right? 21 to 250. It did a 13x for something with such a large market cap. Pretty insane. Shows you when this market moves, it can move. Like you read about. It can really move. You know? A clear double bottom as well, but time will tell. It's true. It took us 82 days to start a recovery in May. This is just part of the pattern. Exactly. Paul Schwab opens for the investing end of the month. I'm going off the MACD on the 2 hour. Be careful. I don't do that. MACD is a latent indicator. Worst indicator in the game. Highly likely will dump on you. Use stochastics RSI over the MACD 100% of the time. You just learned something. MACD is the worst indicator to use in the game when it comes to what will happen. MACD is great to show you how things are going and how things are looking and where you want to position yourself. You know? But it's not how you want to like track things. Okay? You do whatever you want. I'm just trying to teach you through my system. And again, before I'm out of here, just so everybody knows, today, jump on into the beginner's course today, every Tuesday from 3 to 5. And you're going to learn so much about cryptocurrency. You're going to learn how to trade. You're going to learn the process of Bitcoin, why I buy Bitcoin, what makes Bitcoin popular and special in my mind and in the mind of many other people throughout the world. I'll break down some awesome math about Bitcoin, show you things about how I became a trader and why, and give you some personal anecdotes in my life and teach you a lot about the indicators and what's happening here. That's today at 3 o'clock. So if it makes you excited, jump on in to that beginner's course. It is today from 3 to 5. That's New York City time, Eastern Standard Time. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. If you just came to the channel, know that I'm jumping on out every day from 10 to 12 p.m. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the stream, then you are a crypto lifer and you're already doing the right thing. Been around a while in CBC's group. Happy about your success and talents. Shout out to the Hex Potential up in the game, man. Thank you for saying that. 123 Crypto is life, says Grace Ashley Harris. Thank you for all the help, Gracie. You were the first one in the spot, Gracie. Appreciate you. Can I call you Gracie? I don't know. 8-8 clear double bottom as well. Time will tell. Time will tell. Gorilla Skittles, I didn't know you were here for the entire stream. Gorilla Skittles, do you watch the whole stream and nothing but the whole stream? How do you do that? How did you know the end was near? Shout out to you, Gorilla Skittles. You're the man, dude. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. 232 likes. Amazing. Amazing. 194 people still retentively watching. Unbelievable with the retention. I appreciate each and every one of you. I watch most of it. You're the man, dude. I love you. I love you, man. And I love each and every one of you as well. So thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. Don't play yourself. Crypto is life.